Good day.
Good day.
You know that our channel is all about helping you to heal your mind, body, and soul using simple remedies and as well using good food that you can find in our kitchen. So in our plant-based kitchen today, we're going to be making sweetbread. And this little one here is going to be helping me. And the first thing we're going to be doing is putting 3 cups of flour into this bowl.
This one, right?
No, put the whole thing into the... So the first thing is 3 cups of flour, and don't worry about it. I'll post the recipes in the description below. So 3 cups of flour, and it's always a great idea to have your children helping you in the kitchen, especially when you're cooking plant-based foods. You can even sneak in some fruits and vegetables in it. So 3 cups of flour roughly in there. And while she's putting 3 cups of flour, I'm just going to go ahead and add a tablespoon of milk powder. Now, if you don't have milk powder, and this is plant-based milk, this is soy milk powder, but if you don't have milk powder, feel free to use almond milk or any other sort of milk that you can find in your kitchen. Also, I'm going to go ahead and light the oven, and I'm going to put it at 350, which is always a good place to put it. 350 is a good place to put the oven. And Zara, if you could tell me when you have 3 cups of flour in there, just let me know. You have it in already. Okay. 3 cups of flour, very good. And we have a tablespoon of milk. And like I told you, you can, figure out your liquids. It's going to be easy enough. So we have that in here. Now I'm using Energy baking powder because this baking powder is not only aluminum free, but it's free of the soda compounds, some of the soda compounds that are so harmful to the body, because we want to do it very well. Now, this baking powder, though, because it is a mixture of calcium carbonate and citric acid, and so it's only producing in your body salt and calcium, then you want to put 2 tablespoons of this in here for 3 tablespoons of flour, and roughly put it in, and maybe just a little bit more just in case. If you're not using this, just use your baking powder regularly, however you use it. Yeah, go ahead, mix away. To this now, because it is a fruit bread, I have this dried fruit and nut mix. If you don't have it, you take any dried fruit and nuts that you might like. This has in cranberries, this has in cherries, and this has in walnuts. And this is about roughly a cup and a half that I'm putting in there. Go ahead and mix that up. And while she's mixing that up, I'm going to go ahead and spray this pan. By the way, this is an oil-free recipe. If you don't want to use the oil spray to spray your pan, then you can, of course, just use, you can put, make sure it's lightly wet and then dust with flour, or you can use parchment paper. So this has been given a pretty good mix. And so we're pretty much ready to add the wet ingredients. Now, what I have in this blender here, I blended before 1 apple because I'm using an oil-free recipe. So I blended 1 apple, and I put just about half a cup of agave. But if you want to use more sweet, then you can put more agave, or you can try maple syrup for a different flavor. Just go ahead and do that. That's fine. But I'm going to add this, and I'm probably going to need some more water after. So this is a rough, and this is about 1 cup of apple and agave, because I didn't have applesauce, right? But if you have applesauce, then you can use like 1/3 of a cup of applesauce and your 1/2 cup of agave or whatever. So Zara, you're going to go ahead and mix, but just before I do so, let me just grab some water, because I know I'm going to need some water for this mix. So maybe Zara could tell you all a little bit about herself, or about where we are right now, even as we're doing this video.
Yes, so we are in the country here, and we are doing some planting, farming, and as you see, we are
Go ahead and mix.
Our sweetbread.
Mix. So this is also a mixed essence, and most recipes say a teaspoon, but I'm going to put a tablespoon of mixed essence. So mixed essence has in it like star anise. If you don't have it available to you, you can put in some star anise or some cardamom or whatever flavor that you want. So I'm just going to dump a good amount in. Now, you want to make sure that this has enough water, but not too much water because it's not a cake dough we're looking for. We're looking for a dough that is a sweetbread texture, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in a moment. So far, I've put about 2 cups of water in there, and I'm going to put another cup of water, and I'm just going to ask Zara to continue to tell you, and let me have the spoon, because this is going to become a little bit more difficult for her. So you can go ahead and tell, where are we right now?
We are in, yes, as I was saying, the country, and if you can see some trees out there.
What kind of trees are out there?
Mango trees, and we have some citrus and shaddock. We have some shaddock, some oranges, and tangerines.
And tell the people which country we're in.
Guyana. We're in Guyana.
Very good, because they might not know which country we're in. And so I've already added 3 cups of liquid here, and I'm going to almost add a fourth. I don't know if I'm going to add quite a fourth, but almost, because I want to show you the consistency of this bread. So it's not a bread like a cake mixture, but it's not a doughy mixture. It has to be the right mixture too, or it's not going to come out the way we want it to. So we're just giving it a good mix here, making sure the flour is all cooperated. And that's about what we want. So can you see what that looks like? So it's not too runny, more like a drop texture. And that's what we're looking like. And do you like this sweetbread, Zara?
Yes.
Because of course we've made this before. And so remember, if you want it to be more sweet, you can add more agave or what have you. So we're just going to put it into our mix here, into our sprayed pan. And while I'm not a proponent of oil-free diets, sometimes it's needful to stay away from oil for certain diseases. If you have heart disease, diabetes, or hypertension, you might consider this a good thing to do. Or if you're trying to lose weight. And so you can still have something that's quite good without having the extra oil. All right. So there we have it. I'm going to ask Zara to just pop it into the oven for me. Just pop that into the oven for me. Put it in there. Close that oven back. And we're going to come over here and say goodbye. So thank you so much for joining us cooking in our kitchen here. And we want to wish you a very happy day, whatever you're doing. And we want to say, may you have good food from our jungle kitchen to yours. Bye.
Bye.